Now, what's wrong with this picture? Why don't you tell me what's wrong with this picture? There's another object up there. I wonder if they're using a light source to mimic Venus, or Venus is getting closer to us, and that object behind it is the object that we saw on the SETI cameras just a few days ago. Very, very good footage, and thank you for who sent this in. It was awesome. I keep everybody's name confidential. Check out this story here from over in Denmark, one of the publications there. A meteor explodes over the Siberian city and turned night into day. Again, we're seeing a lot of this activity, but Siberia seems to be a popular place for meteor strikes. I wonder if that bodes well for Russia. Check it out. Very, very, very. I've been seeing actually fireballs. I saw one over Boise the other day, about the same. So just wanted you to be aware of that. Oh, check it out. Here's another shot of it. Wow. Can anybody tell me in comment section what it means when they burn green like that? Does that mean it's iron? I think I remember that being iron, if I'm not mistaken. Just let me know. There's another interesting story that's coming out of Russia. We see this phenomenon every so often when we look at Russia, and I'm going to try to look at the camera more. But I am going to put my face up now because it prevents YouTube strikes, because I'm analyzing the news and under fair use looking at stuff. So I just want to be seen looking at it. But anyway, we see this phenomenon with this halo. And guys, if you go back and look at some of my other videos, what you'll see is this is not three suns, as they say here in this article from Ancient Code. What it really is, guys, is the light emanating from each side of this big, huge red halo. And I'm becoming more and more convinced that this big, huge red halo is actually iron oxide dust or other kinds of dust, and it's causing an extra electron to attach to the hydrogen in the sun, and that's what's causing the helium. And at some point, the outer layer of that bubble, if you will, that halo, I predict is going to ignite. It's going to start fusing on the surface of that. Once it fuses, this is just my theory. Once it fuses, it's going to fill Crazy Horse's prophecy that there would be a bright, shining light that would turn the night into day periodically. But look at the second thing that they missed in this thing. And this might be some kind of a camera anomaly or something like that, but check out this weird thing up here, and what's up with that circle there? So a lot of really interesting things in this article from Ancient Code. Oh, check this out, man. We had a subscriber that was working on doing sunset and compass observations, and he came back online again. Apparently, I'm not so bad anymore, and I really do appreciate you coming back and helping us with this science. Now, what's interesting about this particular graph, and I know it's really hard to see, so I'll try to blow this up a little bit so you can see it better. Now, you'll see that what he's doing is he's using stellarium to measure, and then using a compass to measure angle difference between magnetic north and true north. Okay? So what he's saying is there's a 6 degree, a 6 degree angle difference. Now, you can see that there's this, first of all, this variation between, the difference of magnetic to true north, and you can see that it just goes all over the place. But what really got me today was when I looked at this on 11/27, it shows that the actual angle of difference changed on these days, which means either the Earth is wobbling or the sun is. And I think that we've already talked about, I think Caltech's already said that they've observed this as well. But what I didn't know was the wide variation of going back and forth. You know what I mean? Back and forth. I put the camera up there. So anyway, this is interesting. This will be put on our premium site. You can look at this, here. But I'm going to upload this to our premium site for premium members to go ahead and do studies with or do research with our other scientific work. Okay, so I'm going to go through some subscriber photos, some really good ones. This one, lens flare or not lens flare? I know that's a lens flare. I know we've got a lot of reflection and refraction going on, but this actually matches a lot of what we've been seeing lately. And again, I go back to that color green. Whenever I see the color green, I think is that supposed to be iron? I don't know. Somebody's got to tell me. Some space cadet's got to tell me about that. I'm trying to get used to this camera idea. This is from one of my new partners is actually coaching me on how to do better YouTube without getting struck and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, but check this out. This picture, again, we see the rainbow. This is from yesterday, Illinois, I think. And basically, what the heck is that? It's just visible all the time. It's not like an anomaly. Certain days you can see it better than other days. To me, pretty interesting. This next one comes from Kaylee Hanovis, and she is a great supporter and friend of my channel, and I will say only good things about her. But she actually does all this work where she really, really works at getting the shots to try to defeat the Fresnel lens system. Now, this is the lens flare. This little dot right here, that's not a lens flare. That's not. And what's ominous about this is it's blue, looks closer than red, which reminds me of Hopi prophecy. And then, of course, Arizona is known for its sunset. But it's just been consistently red in Arizona. But speaking of that area of the country, check out Kaylee again, right? She's been the one that's been documenting these unscheduled blood moons. These are her pictures from yesterday of the moon. So it starts with this, right? Then it goes to this color, and then it goes to this color. So very good job capturing, again, the true color of, I think, what is the sun emanating in terms of visible light. I think it's more in the red spectrum, which tells me that it's getting dimmer. And again, we know that it's well documented that we're coming into, the sun is burning helium, It's not burning hydrogen like it's supposed to. So everything's getting whacked out, man. So really, it's important to be aware of what's going on. And we're going to have a little message to end it up here in a second. So I hope we can do that by. So everybody, I just wanted to kind of reach out to everybody and let you know I've been staying in a hostel not hostel like hostile intent, more like a hotel / comfortable place to live for a couple days while I'm trying to get my life set up. And the folks here are awesome. And so I have a high recommendation and a high regard for these people. They're spiritual, they're aware, they're not afraid of the subjects that we talk about, and they are very friendly, and this environment is excellent. I've been just so blessed being here. So I just wanted to bless these people by just, if you'd like a really good recommendation of a place to stay at a very, very low cost within Boise, just email me at olson.steven.d@gmail.com, and I'll also leave the AirNib listing below so that you can click on it. I'll be checking out here soon, but you guys can definitely get a great room in Boise, and she's also networked along with all kinds of other folks. So please check it out, and if you're going to Boise, definitely go here if you're going to want a really nice, cozy place to stay. Thanks. All right, so here's a little segment we're going to try out for a while called Steve's Final Thought of the Day. Steve's Final Thought of the Day. So today I want to talk about just the negativity of the trolls, negativity of what's coming against us, and how to deal with it. So a lot of people think that the way that you fight spiritual battles where people are accusing you or hurting you or putting you down, the way that they typically fight is they fight back, right? The first response is to fight back with the same weapons and the same kind. Let me propose an alternative for you. In the book of Ephesians, it tells us there's this armor of God that we can have. And really the key thought of that whole scripture, if you go back and read it, is that you're supposed to stand. And the boots that they talk about that they have in the metaphor of the Roman armor, what they meant was when they said shod on the shoes of peace, or however that works, what those peace boots are supposed to be doing is supposed to be digging down in the ground. That's what a Roman soldier's shoes and boots would do. They would actually have spikes on them where they stick them in the ground so that they could have better footing. And that's where you get your footing, is you get it from peace. Once you find that peace, then you have to hold it and resist the devil, therefore, and he will flee from you. That's how you resist them. You don't resist them with the same negative for negative, which a lot of people have preached at me, and I have made some horrible mistakes in that area in the last 2 months. But I'm also going to try to hold peace and love and faith and truth and righteousness.